I like it better when you would introduce me. I was off camera.
Here's Robert.
It's easier to do in the backyard than it is here. I could come running in from there or over there. I could just sit there and then get up and come over here. But it's more fun when I have.
I could do that.
It's more fun when I have like a whole backyard to walk through.
Okay, we're 5 minutes late.
She made me rehearse the kiss. She made me rehearse.
I love rehearsing kisses. How you feel?
Yeah, but I'm well rehearsed.
Well, this is a good topic for you.
Look how much more the clock is in your feed than my feed.
And why is that, Robert?
Well, because it's a different camera in my phone than your phone.
That is apparent.
Yeah.
Hey, Deborah. So, Robert, every time we watch The Goldbergs, which we totally enjoy,
yes,
every Wednesday
yes,
night, it starts off with a piece of equipment that you owned.
Wait, say that again?
Okay. On The Goldbergs,
Oh.
in the opening,
yes,
there is a video-related machine.
it's a VHS machine.
Oh, okay. It was just a player?
Well, player recorder.
Oh, right.
But
Player
it was
recorder, right, okay.
a set top.
Right. So you always say
I owned that machine.
That exact machine. It was very colorful.
It was a specific model of VCR that had multicolored
Deborah wants
buttons.
us to kiss again.
Oh.
You know what?
We
We
really
will
gonna-
do whatever you ask,
Okay.
Deborah.
Well, no, not whatever.
She's clean.
We don't know that.
No, that's true, Deborah.
We can only surmise that
dirty
she
mind.
behaved herself.
Why?
But we are a married couple, so.
We are?
To each other.
Do you think marriage is going to ever be obsolete?
Let's hope so.
Why do you say that?
Did I say that out loud?
You did. See, we're really mostly talking about things of obsolescence, but maybe there are going to be certain traditions that are going to become obsolete. Anything is possible.
Okay. Well, if you remember, and you won't, the movie Sleeper.
Woody Allen.
That was a futuristic, right? And they had the orgasmatron. You go in the orgasmatron, which was a little booth. You go in and I guess it simulates sex. And you come out, satisfied.
Oh.
You go. It's like it was kind of
Was
like
that ever created?
I don't know.
To the best of your knowledge?
I don't think so.
But there's other sex things.
And then
that
there was the
have been
orb.
created.
Then there was the orb also that was supposed to, give you pleasure as you touched the orb.
As you can see,
So
this
so
is
that
one of
was like
Robert's
so that would
favorite things
make
to talk about.
the human, sexual contact obsolete if they had a machine to do that. I guess they do.
No,
That's
it's
the
called
vibrator.
Honey. It's
Yes, they
called
do.
the vibrator.
But
And
that's for women. We don't get the same.
There are some things for men.
Yes, but not nearly.
But
Which
this certainly wasn't the topic.
I don't know how it took this left turn, but
Well, you really, I don't, you went
should we just stop and
'cause
start
you're-
again?
You know what? Because you're a lefty. Hey, Lorraine. So, this is obsolete.
Yes, man, just one.
Okay, hey, Drew. This, hello.
Is there even a dial tone?
No, because there's
dial tone.
nothing.
So we
There's
disconnected
nothing.
the other.
Hello. So
we don't-
this, and by the way, we remember this being attached to a wall. Okay, and actually, we could have actually.
That's an antique. That phone.
Wait, so we
but
have
a corded phone.
No. So
But-
on
but
our wall.
no.
Wait. So that was a real phone at one
Oh,
point.
at one point, yes, in the early 1900s.
Wait a second, and then also on the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, they even show with the operators,
yes,
like
correct.
the
the
connecting
switchboard.
the switchboard. So you
Right.
think
You would ask to be connected to someone or something or to a number. You would dial, but they, our phone memory is definitely the dial. And there's
being attached to a wall and a cord.
Video of them putting a phone in front of teenagers, like a rotary phone, and them like kind of puzzled as to how you actually dial a number, because it was a And obviously if the push button phone, people could figure it out.
So let's.
But a dial.
Okay, a lot of it is based on technology, but let's.
So the phone booth, the pay phone, has gone away for the most part. Like in a hospital, you'll see a pay phone.
You used to see it all over
in
New York.
In an airport,
all
in a
New
bus
York,
station,
there were phones.
You'll see a pay phone, right? But now the thought of taking a public phone receiver and putting it to my face.
Gross. But we did.
Oh, we did.
All the time.
I got pranked once, which was kind of the end
Shaving
for me.
cream?
No, it was Ben Gay. So it started to burn my ear. Like someone had put it on the phone.
Hi, Michael.
This public phone and put it up to
Billy.
my ear, and now I've got this gel, which at that time was unidentified, touched my ear. Of course, you go to wipe it off, right? And now you're spreading the Bengay, and now 90 seconds later it starts to burn, and now I'm like, oh great, what is this?
But
Plutonium?
you have seen in the video business from these gigantic cameras.
Yeah, I have I attribute a lot of my degenerative hip problem with all of the equipment. I mean, my fat ass, but all of the equipment that I had to carry through the years, the battery belts, the
Those batteries.
the
they were heavy.
recorder on your shoulder and the camera on the other
Carrying
shoulder.
all the equipment and your tripods and your this and your that.
So I mean,
But
that's
through the years,
gone.
it is really crazy. But what's really crazy is the phone that we're talking into right now that is videotaping us.
Yeah.
Okay, is the
But then
video
we-
camera of today. It's the camera of today, and it's the phone. So go figure. It's a camera. It's a video camera.
Yes, but-
it's a still camera.
but-
it's a phone.
But
it's a computer.
But does any are
Crazy.
there things that definitely become obsolete
that are gone
that
forever.
are gone forever?
Well-
or does everything have a potential
Of coming back.
to make a comeback?
I think everything has the potential. of
Right?
coming
There was a
back.
period of time, right, that I'm sure people said, "Oh, we'll never play a vinyl album again."
And they
Right?
have.
I was never one of those people. I
love that.
never got rid of my albums.
And I liked putting them. I liked decoratively because the cover
Yes.
art was so beautiful.
Correct.
So
we always embrace that, but there are plenty of people who would never dream of ever playing a vinyl album again. But certainly that has made a comeback. They sell the Victrola in Bed Bath and Beyond.
And Urban
and
Outfitters,
it's it's Bluetooth and it's USB and all of that, of course. But playing vinyl is an audiophile, loves that, right? Like tube amplifiers, right? And who would have thought, people would actually seek out tube amplifiers. But there's some technology that will never come back. Like I don't think anyone will ever want to play 8-track tapes again.
there's no reason for it. I mean, not only that. I mean, it's this
Will
downloadable music.
Will you?
Music has changed.
Right,
The whole industry has changed.
You're the only VHS tapes that you'll watch really are home movies, right? Stuff that was recorded. No, you wouldn't say, "Oh,
But
I've got
transferred
this
them.
copy of E.T. that I want to watch. I have it on VHS tape. I have to seek out a VHS player. What am I going to do? I can't watch E.T., right? You go to the stick, you go to the, whatever your movie search is, and you
pay for it,
E.T.,
and you get it.
online in whatever capacity or whatever movie.
We really
you
don't
want.
need to own. I mean, I think about all those VHS tapes that we own from our kids because that was their generation. The 90s
Yeah.
was a lot of VHS tapes.
Oh, sure. And they're still in this house. They're
Yes,
they're
we need to
still
get
in
rid of
this-
them. And then
in this
all the
house.
Disney ones and the beautiful cases and
Right, but there is no reason to hold on to those because not only for the technology, but all of that entertainment, all of that information, is available right on your tablet or your TV. You don't need the physical copy, of that. You don't need to have the physical, like it used to be when you would get software. Right? You buy software, you get the disc.
we have a lot of that stuff too.
Right?
We have a whole thing over
And
there
then
on your
and then it
desk.
changed where you would just buy a
So
box.
no. So you're talking about like you would have the disc that goes in the computer,
Right, and then that's how you would load the program onto your
software,
computer.
right.
But then eventually,
What happened?
right, when
They
when
loaded it on,
connection
right?
speeds, no, you would buy the software, but it would be an empty box that just had an instruction in it or a code
On how to enter it on the computer.
that you go online and then you enter, the code and you download it. Hey, Michael.
Can we talk about some other obsolete things? Because actually, I think about like the piano. So our kids grew up playing piano, but now more people I think have keyboards. Although piano is a beautiful instrument.
Yeah,
but
I think if you're serious about music, then your family might invest in a piano. Like certainly.
no, but
like
collectibles.
Doreen-
Like I think about
Doreen
the
has
collectibles that we
beautiful
have.
piano.
Like the clocks. Okay, my father was a clock collector. It was a very big
We
thing.
talked about that. I mean, people,
Hey, Melanie.
this generation, like the generation after us.
Again, we have our smartwatch
right,
and we have
they're
our
not
phone.
Gonna collect. They're not going to collect.
I have
antiques.
watches. I love my watches, and there are people that still love watches. But I think obsolescence, okay, is like, we're seeing retail stores, okay, go bye-bye. Physical
Sure.
retail stores.
Right? Who would have thought that?
And actually, they talked about that on the
Toys
debates.
R Us.
They talked about that on the debates.
Yeah.
Um,
But who would have thought like Toys R Us? Right? Would one day not exist? Like,
But you know
how,
what? I know, and we loved it. We used to love going
World's
to
largest
crazy.
toy store. Right? Is it because all the box stores have a toy department?
Well, Target has it. Walmart has
Right.
it.
So do you need
And
is
then
that
there's
not
Babies R Us.
enough?
There's still Babies R Us and
Toys?
and Bye Bye Baby,
But,
right,
but,
or something like that.
But what?
Not
But
Bye Bye
what
Baby.
is
What's it
enough?
called?
Like I don't know, whatever. But what do we need a dedicated store that just is toys?
No,
We
don't, obviously.
Are the 8 aisles or 9 aisles in the department store not enough?
but even with Easy Pass, when Easy Pass came along, it really.
Well, the token, right? The subway token went
I
away
still love
for the
throwing
Metro card.
any of the
And now the
any-
Metro card is going away because now it's just going to be a tap.
And is it an app?
Well,
Is it
it'll
an
either
app?
be your phone or it'll be a credit card with a chip. So you never have to re-up it. You could use any card, and
What's
things
not
like that.
going to be obsolete? I guess that's I
Well,
just
it's
think
just this consolidation of technology of being able to, like, I think about, right? It was like the other day I saw a car with the club on the steering wheel, right? The club, okay? And I'm thinking to myself, gosh, who takes the time to put the club on anymore? Like, there are sophisticated anti-theft devices, okay, built into the cars.
it's a deterrent.
In our town,
Isn't that a deterrent, though?
okay, our town has a bunch of knuckleheads in it that it wouldn't matter, club or no club. They don't lock the car, and they keep the key fob in the car because they're too lazy to take it out. Because it would be too much. Gosh, just too much to take the key before you left the house and got into the car. So let's just leave it in the car. Let's leave the car unlocked, and let's let thieves just come and ransack our cars and take the cars. So much so, and I don't know if Holly, if you know this, but the police department in Livingston tweets out a message every night around 9 o'clock saying, hey, it's 9 o'clock. Have you locked your car and taken your key fob out yet?
Really, every day?
Just about every day. There's a text or a message, a tweet or something that
That's
comes
nice
from
for
Livingston
safety
Police
purposes.
Department.
There have
having
been
to
also a lot of
remind you.
break-ins. that
So
we see
like
regularly.
the club and right when we were talking with friends just a couple of weeks ago about the Benzie box that used to take your radio out of the car, right?
Put
So it
it
wouldn't
right.
get stolen.
Right.
So they made a box that you would get installed when you get your car radio installed. That was called a Benzie box that just made your radio modular so you could pop it in and out of the dashboard and take it with you. And they would have a pouch that you would schlep your
Well,
radio.
we were talking about even with photo prints. We were just talking about that, the obsolescence of printing
yeah,
out photos.
putting pictures on
Film
the wall.
from Kodak, from buying
well,
film.
Alex buys film cameras to
Not-
shoot film.
But buy film, right? I'm just saying, if you're
But
not
I
doing
did
this
that
as a
too.
hobby.
For many years, that was my thing that I did in wedding video.
Yep.
Everyone was trying to get these pristine images with digital tape and high definition and 3-chip cameras. And here it was, I was shooting, in addition to video, I was shooting Super 8 film in black and white, silent film. That I had to research how
Well,
to
again,
get the film and
because
get it
that's a look-
processed
again, a
and
look.
get it transferred for the look.
for the look.
And the feel, the temporal feel.
But when
the
you
difference.
think about, like I think about
But people don't.
those
You
photos.
would never,
I mean,
ever
Lindsay gave me a copy of a
see
photo
someone,
of
a
her and
family out
Elliot.
at Disney with a film camera shooting movie film.
No.
You know, that'd be I would be like shocked if I ever saw that. You know, if it wasn't someone like who was a
Like Nancy
guy,
Diner.
like doing
No.
not a regular
or someone who's
person
an enthusiast
shooting 8mm film,
likes to
Super
shoot
8 film.
that kind of
Nobody
film,
would do that.
You know, when they go out. But
Nobody.
I have to say, the print of photo. You know, we think about that because how do you organize all of that as well? You know,
Putting
it's not
pictures
physical.
on the walls.
What?
Putting images on the walls.
No, putting them on your TVs and your computers and your laptops. Magazines are become more and more obsolete. I mean, they're all available online. You know, you don't necessarily need something
we love
physical
black and
to
white
touch.
too. Well, we always inquire. I'm looking at pictures, a series of pictures right now of our kids that we did in black and white. But you know, you ride up and down the street where you used to see, I would say maybe 50% of all the houses had the newspaper in the driveway every morning. Star Ledger.
No more.
Right.
No
you know,
more.
the plastic.
And also,
you
it's another
driving up and down the
job.
street right now, you know, today, like tomorrow
Nobody.
morning, 6 o'clock in the
Nobody.
morning, I'm going to guess up and down our street, maybe there are half a
3.
dozen at
Maybe
most
3.
of newspapers in the driveway.
Well, you say that every time the yellow pages comes.
Oh, it doesn't, like there was a point, I don't even bring it in the house. It goes right into the recycle. Immediately into
Good.
the recycle. And you remember how in Manhattan, right, the phone books, they used to deliver a pallet to the lobby.
Yeah.
Right? And you used to take a new phone book.
But I have to tell you,
I'll bet you it doesn't happen anymore, and I'll bet you if it does, nobody touches it.
you know what I loved? I used to love that Saturday night in the city. I used to love getting the Times and the Daily News
Oh,
on
the
Saturday
night before.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just, things change.
I would like that as a kid too. When I would stay at my grandparents in Brooklyn, our Saturday night
Did
ritual
you like reading the comics?
was to go get the Daily News, read Dondi, Dick Tracy,
I like Family Circus.
and then
And
get
Peanuts.
a
And Lucy.
and get bagels, hot
Wasn't
bagels.
Lucy? Wasn't it Lucy? Family and bagels, yes. To go out for the
Saturday
bagels.
night.
Yeah.
But that was our Saturday night with my grandparents. I still remember. I can
nice.
close my eyes and visualize sitting in the back seat of their car, headed back to their apartment, eating almost a burning hot, like almost too hot to bite into bagel, plain.
So what else? I mean,
And
think
holding
about it.
on to the newspaper.
It's like everything is
comic.
available through Amazon, you know? I mean,
7 days a week.
all day long, right? Like you
Well-
could have it that day.
Yeah, I think there's some things you could have it delivered same day, and there are these depots that you can go to now,
Wow.
where you can order something, and then
Like
later in the
Sunday
day,
comics.
you can go to this depot and give you a locker with a number, a code, and you go to it, you punch the code, the door opens, and there's your product.
I just don't.
And the Sunday comics, I'm assuming they still exist, the Sunday comics, because then, you know, if Silly Putty still exists, I would hope that the
that's what I was
Sunday
gonna say.
comics
Oh,
would still
it's
exist.
a perfect pairing. You know, it was always so much fun to do that.
Do kids, are toys like that obsolete? Will
But you know what?
kids get a yo-yo?
You know what? What about dog toys? Is there any? I think pets and the pet
Oh,
products.
there's more than.
No,
than,
but I
used to
think-
be a ball.
Yeah.
What was your pet's toy? A
Well,
ball.
No, but you, no. But I think about that. That business has grown. That has become, if anything, it's gotten bigger. And there's nothing
It's
obsolete
become
in the
an
pet
industry.
business.
It's become an
Big,
industry.
big industry.
Were there pet strollers when you were a kid?
Are they pet strollers or are they regular baby
They're
strollers?
pet strollers.
I think they're regular
They
strollers.
are not. They're pet strollers.
No, that's just more. Listen, people are very innovative. So with obsolescence comes innovation.
Well, you know, listen, when people are passionate about something like their pets, you present them with something, and chances are they're going to embrace it.
Yeah, they all love family members. So it's just crazy because there really is a lot. As much as things change, they don't change, but there are so many things that are not part of our, you know, does it make things easier? Does it make things easier? Or you know, like,
No, every innovation presents new challenges.
I mean, I like the phone. I mean, I gotta tell you something. There was something nice about the busy signal. You want to know why? Even though I like caller ID, you know what? You could only have to deal with talking to one person.
Listen, think about this.
We have to multitask in everything we do.
Think about this, right? Lindsay's looking for a new car right now, right?
Yep.
There are some vehicles, right, like the Jeeps, have no, like the one she was looking at.
She likes the smart technology.
Have none of the advanced safety features in the models she was looking at. She wants one of these vehicles with all the advanced safety features.
Wait, Deborah says, Tipper has a useful toy. I put peanut butter in. Oh, that must be for your dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, digging it out of a bone. That's what they should do. You know, so...
Lindsay with the car and safety.
Yeah, safety. And now, you know, it's all the safety functions. You know, the emergency braking. If you're not braking in time, the car's going to brake for you.
We didn't use seatbelts.
Lane departure warning, right? It beeps if you're going to depart the lane and there's a car here to your left or to your right, okay? You know, a parking assist, right? So you could basically be a numbskull, okay, and drive today because they have all this technology for distracted drivers, right? When we were driving 20 years ago, you had to pay attention in order not to hit the car in front of you. That's the idea.
And also to back
pay
up.
Attention.
I can't even use that. I can't even
turn
use that.
Around. Look use your mirrors.
Use your eyes
you
and
know?
your mirrors and your windows. I cannot.
So all of the skills are becoming obsolete.
Different. No
because
calculators.
You have this.
No calculators.
You have this.
Calculators
adding machines.
No adding machines. Right. I'm sorry.
You know, like.
But no physical calculators. No one needs that either. It's on the phone.
Well, of course,
What's
you don't
not
need
on the
you don't need a
phone?
separate. You used to have to get a graphing calculator, right? Get the Texas Instruments graphing.
I could show my calculator. I like a calculator. First of all, I don't know. On the phone, I feel that
You like a tape.
I'm okay without the tape. I did. I used to like the tape. I mean, listen.
But that's like your days in retail. Your days in retail of reconciling all of the
checks.
The checks that would come in, right?
But
and you run a tape and make sure the tape matches the deposit slip.
But let me tell you something, okay? I don't know how everyone handles all of their online, doing everything online. Okay, as much as I want to say goodbye
Checks
to paper,
will be obsolete.
They
now
are.
When you open an account, it's an option.
I mean, I have them. Well,
it's an option. You don't have to order checks anymore.
Our bank, I think we do.
I don't know.
No, I think our bank we do. But you know what? Online.
Then that's a racket.
But how do you remember? Okay, the inbox has become like crazy. I used to keep on top of it. I can't even keep on top of it now. Now I'm just looking for something that might be important. Now it's the opposite. Now everything it's mostly ridiculous.
The money clip is obsolete because people don't carry cash.
No, you gotta have some money, but most people are.
But what I'm saying, I know
I'm
kidding when I say the money clip, but
you're paying online.
We're in a cashless society.
Like for instance, I pay my Target bill online. Okay, and I know it's due around the 28th of every month, and I don't get a paper. I can't do that for everything with all of my bills. I cannot remember every date for every bill that I've got to pay. You know, just doing it online, and they give incentives to do it online. You know, they'll give you points and rewards and everything, and I'm like, I need to physically.
The physical credit card is becoming obsolete because you could load it all right into your wallet on your phone. Right? So you don't even need, you just tap your phone. You know, I don't need to show my rewards card or anything else at Walgreens. All I have to do is bring up my app and then hold my phone near
it's not changing.
The thing.
I mean, I just think
logs me in.
I get it, but I also think that we have, the experiences aren't necessarily changing. Okay, although like we were talking about the drive-in movie, you know, that doesn't happen. Yes, auto pay. You can sign up for auto pay. Yes, you just still have to be on top of it. It's being deducted from your account. But the drive-in movie, which I've never been to a drive-in movie. You haven't either?
No.
Oh, so that is something I'd like to experience with you. And there is a place in Warwick where Lindsay, has been.
I used to bring all my girlfriends to Willowbrook Park by the lake, and we used to park and watch the submarine races.
Really? That sounds ridiculous. You can't see a submarine. Is that like a joke? You're funny. Not so fun. No, I think that drive-in movies. First of all, movies are becoming obsolete. I mean, you don't see releases.
Well, they had it.
You don't see releases.
Well, listen, they've changed, right? What they've done is they've
music and cinema.
They've taken the theaters and they've made them a third of the seating capacity that they used to be.
But remember
they've put in the big seats, reclining and reserved, and all of this, and added food and that. So they've changed the movie going experience.
But think about
completely.
when we used to went from like from one to a twin to a multiplex. Like that was like wow.
It's been a very long time.
And now no.
Since we're teens.
Now they've closed.
Since we're early teens, there have been multiplexes.
That's correct. And now they're
twin theaters.
And now they're going away.
In Staten Island, when I was in high school, I remember the theaters going twin, and it was like, twin.
Wow, 2 theaters, 2 movies.
They were cutting it in half. What are we going to do? It'll sell out quicker, and smoking in the balcony.
Did.
Well, now used to be, you had the cigarette plugs. You have in the car, but no cigarette lighters. Okay? Think about that, right? Having that red hot glowing thing right there in your dashboard that any kid, right? How many kids through the years were burned by the cigarette lighter in the
there was no
in
Google.
The dashboard?
We had encyclopedias.
You had to go to
encyclopedias. We went to libraries. My goodness. Robert doesn't like to go to the movie theater. And the thing is usually...
I'll tell you about my movie curse another day.
Okay. Well, yes, movie curse and theater curse.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think you get the gist of obsolescence. So I wrote on mine, is it the beginning or the end? And I really do believe that with obsolescence comes change, comes new, comes...
a lot of stuff to recycle.
Walkie-talkies. I mean, the phone is the walkie-talkie. You got FaceTime. You don't, you have the phone. Although a walkie-talkie, would that maybe work where there's not a cell tower?
Businesses still use that. Businesses still use.
I mean, even business cards are becoming less and less. I mean, everyone's saying, just follow me on Instagram. Or just, here's, I'll send you an email. Or, you can take a photo. It's crazy. Hey,
fax me.
What? Fax. It's just that I don't know. I
send me a facsimile.
I don't know. I have to tell you something. As much as I am in awe.
Something is sanitizer. You got it.
As much as I'm in awe of all the conveniences. Like think about it, even when we go out to eat and there's a hook, underneath the bar to put my bag. I'm like, that's just making things easier.
Like, why did they have to wait till last year to think of that?
Yeah. Well. It's not just last year. I think it's a few years. But, it's very recent.
It's not 10 years.
It's very recent. So, are they going to create something like a new umbrella? Like what is, think about, I guess that.
Well, there is. There's that one that folds up so that the water doesn't come down on you. The ultimate umbrella. You never saw that on TV?
No. Really?
She doesn't watch commercials.
No. Although, my favorite new commercial. I said it. It was on a few times yesterday. The Google phone.
Oh, Pixel 4.
Wow. What a great commercial.
Makes you want to get a Pixel 4. You're in need of a new phone.
It doesn't make me because I get confused looking at yours. First of all, also the changes they've made
You're gonna hate upgrading because there's no button.
I don't like that.
There's
I like
no
the button. I like a button. Now it's face recognition or what? A swipe.
You swipe from the bottom.
Change. I've got to get along with it. I've got to just...
She hates it. Holly hates change.
I am uncomfortable with it. I'm uncomfortable. I don't hate it.
You're very slow to give in.
Okay. Well, slow is not usually part of my being, but
very slow.
I'll allow you to share that about me because it's true. But obsolescence, okay, says you can't live in the past. Ultimately, you can't live in the past. You have to embrace the new, and try your best to incorporate it into your life in a productive way, in a way that's going to serve you better. We don't need the phones. We just don't need the phone. Although we're being charged for it.
Well, it's less money to have it than not.
which is ridiculous.
What can I say? That's it. We're done.
Bye, everybody.